Hi there, I'm Smith Kingston, houseplant guru extraordinaire. Joining us today, we have Kalanchoe, Yabonton Melon, and the phenomenal Pop DubDubeda. So, you've made it home from your favorite nursery, swap meet, or perhaps a farmer's market. Sitting on the table in front of you is your brand new fern, snake plant, or perhaps a barrel cactus. It didn't come with its scientific name printed onto a sticker on its container, but you were able to identify it correctly because you've seen this video where I outline several methods of finding the genus and species of your unidentified photosynthetic object. Now, it's time to conduct your research. But what exactly do you search for? Well, the more you can find out about your new friend, the better. But according to this houseplant guru extraordinaire, there are 3 things that are absolutely critical to find out as soon as possible. This list of things is what I like to call Smith Kingston's Holy Trinity of Houseplant Hospitality. The first pillar of this trinity is all about water. Now, different types of houseplants are going to need different amounts of water at different intervals. So find out how much water your new leafy friend needs right off the bat. And if that friend is a succulent, then find this out before you water it. Some plants can tell you when they need to be watered. For example, take a look at the slightly wrinkled leaves of this ogre ear jade plant. Most people looking at these beauties will see only a merry member of a well-potted plethora of satisfied succulents, but the trained eyeballs of a houseplant guru extraordinaire will see that these leaves contain a coded message, which translates to, "I'm thirsty." One often overlooked aspect of houseplant hospitality is the growing season. Many succulents can be watered as often as once a week during the hotter summer months, but in the winter can get by on very little water. One extreme example of season-specific moisture needs is the lithops. These can only be watered in late spring and right at the beginning of summer, and then again right at the end of summer and early in fall. To water these bulbous beauties at any point outside of one of these 2 windows is to print these living stones a one-way ticket to a watery grave. Don't worry about it. Most houseplants are a bit more forgiving than the lithops when it comes to over or under watering, but being knowledgeable about the moisture needs of your leafy friend will always pay off in the end. The second of the 3 pillars is all about the subterranean aspects of houseplant hospitality, specifically soil types and containers. Different types of houseplants are going to need different types of soil. For example, this split rock here, I potted in the spring of 2019. The soil in this expertly drilled container consists of 1/3 cactus mix and 2/3 perlite, which makes this a very quick draining mix. If I had potted this split rock into all-purpose potting mix or even straight cactus mix, it probably wouldn't have survived its first watering. But to pot a fern into this quick draining mixture of soil would be that fern's death sentence. When it comes to choosing a container for your new leafy friend, there are also several things to consider. Some plants like to go it alone, and other plants are much more sociable. Some plants are tiny house enthusiasts, and others are going to need their space. One thing though that I always recommend when choosing a home for your new leafy friend and this is a piece of advice that some might consider to be more of a Smith Kingstonism, is to always pot every plant into a container with a drainage hole. Up here is a link to a video where I outline why drainage is such a critical aspect of houseplant hospitality and show you how to make your non-draining plant containers get holy. For now though, all I'm going to say is this. If you value the life of your houseplants, don't be insane, be saner. Use a container with a drainer. It's a straight up no-brainer. The last, and in my opinion, the trickiest pillar of Smith Kingston's holy trinity of houseplant hospitality is all about, you guessed it, sunlight. Find out how much of which type of sunlight your specific houseplant needs, and then do what you gotta do to make it happen. Let me be a little bit more specific. These succulents here are known to the scientific community as Sedum morganianum. Most people call them donkey tails, some people call them burro's tails, and many people, myself included, call them burritos. I refer to this specific crop of succulents as the bathroom burritos. Not the dining room burritos, not the living room burritos, and not the bedroom burritos. Why, you ask? Do I keep these burritos in the bathroom? Let me answer that question with another question. Who has two thumbs and understands that a south-facing window is a south-facing window? Me. Once your research has informed you exactly how much of which type of sunlight your new houseplant needs, find a spot in your house that offers exactly that, and make that spot your new houseplant's home. It may not be the spot you originally intended, but down the road, your houseplant will thank you by surviving. Now, let's say your research indicates that you don't have a window or really anywhere in your house that offers enough light to keep your houseplant happy. I'm talking to you, Melissa. I see that you've yanked out several precious locks of that beautiful, curly, sandy brown hair, fretting over what to do with that barrel cactus you intended to keep on top of the refrigerator in your Seattle apartment. To find a solution to your problem, Melissa, we need only look up. That's right, people. I'm talking about grow lamps. This lamp here was designed for people who intend to conduct big business. And this lamp here was designed for people who intend to conduct regular sized business. These two grow lamps are perfect for me personally, but because of the dangerously intense ultraviolet radiation and rather extreme purple glow, they might not be the perfect lamps for you personally. Maybe you intend to spend some time in the room where you keep your plants and you value your retinas. Don't worry, grow lamps come in all shapes and sizes. Not all of them will damage your eyeballs if you need to work around them, and not all of them put out such a harsh purple glow. And some of them, Melissa, will fit on top of the refrigerator in your Seattle apartment. And that's it. I'm Smith Kingston, and those three secrets are what I like to call Smith Kingston's holy trinity of houseplant hospitality. I should warn you, though, that one of the pillars of this trinity, and I won't say which one, could backfire catastrophically if you attempt to implement it without having first subscribed to this channel. Thanks, Pop DubDubeda. That's right. Click that bell icon too so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching. But really it's just Lucy that I'm worried about, and only because I value the fact that my head is still attached to the rest of me. You know she still has to have one of those frisbees and remember how to use it. We roll in? Cool beans. Hey everyone. I know you've all got questions, and I know that you're probably thinking things like, what is he wearing? And wow, look at that gargantuan beauty of a houseplant behind Smith Kingston. Is that an apology sweater? Could that be an apology fern? What's going on? Well, let me tell you what's going on. This is an apology sweater, and that is an apology fern. His name is Russell, and we are both very sorry. You see, while editing this video, I realized that I did something that was insensitive toward all of the people who live south of the equator. The last thing I ever wanted to do was to offend Brett, Jermaine, Rice, David, Princess Zena, Taika, Rachel, Princess Chelsea, Jonathan, or any of the hundreds of people who live down there. I want to make it right, but to do so, I need to ask you all a question. Who has 2 thumbs, a magnificent beard, and understands that a north-facing window is a north-facing window?
Yeah, we are in the place to be. Yeah.